Well, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, everybody out there on Twitch and YouTube, regardless of where you are in the world or what time of day it is for you. I hope you are doing exceptionally well. Thank you for taking time out of your day to be here, regardless if you're watching this live or if you're watching this as a VOD later. I appreciate it tremendously. We're going to get things started pretty quickly today. I'm trying out a new routine, and I'm going to try and refine that over the next week or two at most, and then just lock in on that routine for a while. One of the things that I feel like I've been doing the last little bit is just queuing mindlessly. And I say last little bit, I only say it that way because I'm not exactly sure how long I've been doing it. It's been a while. So today, we're getting it locked in. All right. Let's get some music on for us here so it's not so quiet in here. It is way too quiet. Good morning, Bye Power and Atel. Thank you so much for being here. Lulu, good morning. All right. Swap the YouTube category after I get the arm sleeve on, and then we'll... Hey, I appreciate that, Not. That's awesome. I'm glad you're enjoying it. I really wasn't sure how people would receive that. It was just kind of like a thing I wanted to try out, and it's cool to see how many people really enjoyed the reaction to, you know... Oh my lord. Wow, my brain. Dude, I'm trying to do too many things at once. The actual, like, cinematics, you know, my reaction to the cinematics. I really didn't know if anybody would even enjoy it, so it was cool to see how well received it was overall. It's not even been up 24 hours, I don't think, right? I'm gonna check that really quick, and then we'll get started here. Cool that some people in the comments actually hadn't seen them themselves, so this was their first time watching through it. What internet speed do I have? I have a gig by 50, I think. I'm gonna be getting better internet speed here soon, actually. My friend showed me the Genji Hanzo one late 2016. I got the game as soon as I got home that day. Yeah, the Dragons was really good. Good morning, Upriser. I'm looking forward to it as well. Titalica, it's going good. How are you? Yeah, no, this video is appealing to a wider, this is literally what YouTube tells me. This video is appealing to a wider audience, contributing to 13% more views than usual. That's pretty cool. All right, let's get this warm-up routine going here. Glad you're doing well, Titalica. That's awesome. What's up, Yaru? Good to see you. Didn't I actually still have that one here? I'm doing well, James. How are you? Whoa. That's the wrong scene, David. Awkward. All right. There we go. Okay. So all I'm worried about in this current iteration is doing voltaic benchmarks in tracking, and I'm fairly certain these first 6 are clicking. Like, yeah, there we go. And then I think this is where the tracking begins. So we're gonna do some voltaic warm-ups, or like voltaic benchmarks as warm-ups for this morning. That may change. I may develop a bit, but we'll see. See if I can remember how to even do this. How do I? Not the prettiest, but it's okay. Oh yeah, that's about what I would have thought. It's been so long. How does it feel without the beard? It feels very weird, I'm gonna be honest. Awkward said himself, don't waste time in aim training, just go to practice range. Yeah, I don't agree. I'm gonna be honest, there's an area that I just don't agree with people on that. I think that I think like things like Vaxta and stuff can be helpful, but for warm-ups as well, but I enjoy this as well. That's another part of it, but I just also don't agree in the idea that this isn't helpful. This single-handedly is what brought my aim to where it is now, which is not great, but it's better than where it was. Okay, we're gonna restart that one actually. Is it T? Yeah, see, I remember that. Yeah. Might actually need to backpedal a little bit. We might need to go to an old playlist. Okay, because yeah, this is going way too quick. I just haven't done it in so long. I don't remember how to get the old playlists. Let's see. Because it was beginner, I think was the other ones. I forget. Online playlists. Voltaic. Let's see if we can. Novice. Yeah, we'll do these. Hello. There we go. Yep. See, this looks a lot better. I now look a lot better for you guys, right? Yeah, about where I used to hit. That's good. Bro lost a beard but gained a chin is a crazy statement. No, that chin was there. It was just hidden away from all of you. Elbow's been hurting today. I don't know why. Probably because I'm getting old. Yeah. See, like these are like I'm like compared to where my peaks are on these, like I'm still hitting lower, but like I'm closer to them, so that tells me I probably just need to spend a little time in the novice playlist for maybe a week or so just to get back in the rhythm. Tracking Lucio's here. The other thing is, like, ever since I've had to switch chairs, I have not been able to sit properly at this desk. That has been a big challenge. Because, like, right now I'm a little too high, but I can't get it to, like, level out better. Because then when I get it to a little bit lower, the armrest of the chair hits the table. Or the desk. When I scoot closer or whatever. So I either have to... Ooh, that's a rough one. I either had to sit too far away from the table. I keep calling it a table. Too far away from the desk, or or too low, or too high, or too low. Sorry, can't get the right words. So that's been a challenge. And like I said, these are just warm-ups. We are not concerned about how well we perform. We aren't trying to get personal bests or anything yet. That could change in the future, but right now I'm just not worried about it. I feel like I did this one pretty well. Yeah, but even compared to my previous stuff. And this was like, wow, oddly enough, this is almost a year ago I was on this playlist. So, I'm like not too, whoops. I actually don't know which ones, how many of these we've done at this point, so I have no idea. We might have to look at the playlist here in a minute and figure out how many more of these we have. I think this is the 4th or 5th one I've done, though. There's only 6 scenarios that I'm worried about for today. And then the plan is we'll get into Overwatch, do some Vaxta as well. It's about 5 minutes or so. And then we'll do a quick VOD review of a recent game. And we'll be looking for the thing we were most recently coached on. And we'll go over all that in a minute, but it's going to be based on the Christopher coaching we got about just kind of like positioning and like, you know, where the line is, right? Like, don't get impatient, go past the line. Waiting cooldown, stuff like that. I'm going to try and come up with a mantra for it, too. Things like I can say, like, where am I at? Why am I here? Like, something like that. Or, like, why am I here would probably be a sufficient enough, like, question to keep asking, you know? Why am I here? Why am I here? Why am I here? Why am I here? So that I can consistently be thinking about, like, why I'm standing where I'm at. Should I be where I am? Should I be more forward? Should I be further back? But as long as I have an answer, even if it's not the right answer, it means that I'm not autopiloting, which is what I'm trying to kind of break out of. I think this is the last one, yeah. This just gets it warmed up, by the way, guys. Again, we aren't trying to do anything fancy here. Just most of my heroes are tracking heroes, right? We don't really need static clicking for this, but I think, like, eventually I would like to bring, like, literal aim training back, but I'm going to need to find somebody that knows how to work through all the scenarios again. I might reach out to Soren. He's not in the Discord anymore, but I don't have any ill will towards the guy. He used to be really big on aim trainers when we were talking last, so like I said, he and I were always pretty cool individually. He just didn't always interact well in the Discord, so yeah, a lot of these are pretty rough. Yeah, awkward's against a couple things I don't, and 4 things that I don't always agree with awkward. That's okay. I think that a lot of people get that confused, is like, just because I've been coached by him and that generally I like his mindset, I don't I don't necessarily agree with him on everything. And I think that's totally normal and human. So it's control sphere, yeah, that was the last one. Okay. So then now that we've got just kind of like a basic tracking warm-up, because, you know, Zarya is heavily tracking based. Sigma, I wouldn't say he's really like tracking necessarily, but tracking the hero as you're shooting is important with him too. And then Diva, if we end up playing Diva today, obviously is very tracking focused. So, all right, so we got our Kovacs knocked out. Let me swap categories over on Twitch and YouTube real quick over to the Overwatch category. I really hope that eventually they're able to get YouTube to consolidate the Overwatch and Overwatch 2 game title. I don't know if they'll ever do that or not, but I've just been using the Overwatch one. So right on, kiddo. That's awesome. Lurking, bro. Hope you have a good one. Thanks, Eclipsed. I appreciate it. Hope your stream's been going well, homie. If I remember right, you're a streamer I rated at one point. That name sounds familiar. Okay. So we got our Kovacs knocked out. I've changed the category on both YouTube and Twitch, I thought. Make sure it actually took. Yeah, it did. Okay. Fantastic. Hey, if you're over on the YouTube stream, do me a favor. Hit the like button. It's completely free, costs you nothing, and I've heard that it helps boost it into the algorithm. And even if you hate the stream, that's okay. Go ahead and hit the dislike button as well. I'm fine with that. That doesn't offend me at all. What's the new profile picture? It's all I'm gonna say is it's working. Because you asked. It's an engagement farming tool and it's working very well. Do I always play like in the TikToks? What do you mean like in the TikToks? The ones that I release? Yes, because they're my gameplay just from the day. Some of it's good, some of it's bad. That's just how it goes. No, wait, nope. I forget. Recent. Amazing. Exactly. Exactly, chat. You get it. You get it.
One fight. We will crush them.
All right, let's slow these guys down a little bit. We're just trying to. Well, let's make sure they're on the normal movement pattern. Yeah. Okay. Okay, I don't have any charge, and I don't know that there's really a way to get charge in here. Actually, not sure that I remember who Ramen Guy is. Might be one of my friend's alts or something, and I'm just having a moment here.
I cannot be stopped. I'm fire. I will lead us to victory.
Love that they made Lifeweaver Boger. Trying to get the like last round habit of like right clicking, like once you get down to 1. I think that'd be a really good thing for me to get down to a science. Yeah, you really start to see how bad Zarya can be without charge, huh? Of course, everybody freaking charges her, but it's fine. You coward, get back down here. Okay, so he does deflect unless you hit like right outside that. I've always wondered like the deflect radius, because I don't always get the opportunity to you coward. What? It drives me insane. I'm like, hello? Get down here. Like, how dare you play your range in an aim printer? How dare you? The absolute gall of this random PC echo thing. Boger was already well known for Winston. That's true. That is true. I've actually watched his Winston Unranked to GM, and it's very good. Never been this early to a stream. Do you do a warm-up stream routine? No, this is actually new. I'm trying to get warmed up better because I used to. I'm good with that. I used to, and we're not. I don't know. Let me throw it to you guys. I have 2 hours a day. My goal is to spend roughly the first 20 minutes aim training in Kovacs with a warm-up and then warming up in Vaxta. Do you think that it's worth playing a quick play game before I play comp? I've considered it a lot, and I'm really not sure. In my mind, it probably is worth it, but maybe it's a waste of time when you only have 2 hours. You know what I mean? I don't know. Oh, you know what? Playing 2 ranked games on an alt would actually make sense. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking. Is QP is just kind of a waste of time. But actually, somebody from over on YouTube got up a good point. I could swap to the alt, but I don't know that it's really worth it. I'm not super worried about that, like going back and forth with that. You know what I'm saying? But that's a good idea. Like if I'm just, I think my alt for me is really just meant to be like a, either for some reason like we had that fluke ban a while back because I got disconnected. So it just made sense to go ahead and swap to the alt so I could keep playing. Oh, dang. Okay, that skin's low-key kind of tough. Is that this season? That can't be this season. Right? It's not this season. I've never seen this before. Yeah, I have tried tracking or like mirroring enemy movement, but the problem is in doing that you also become incredibly predictable. As far as I've been told, that's what it is. So, hello, yo, just a baby, chill out a little bit. What are we doing here? Chill out. Let's not talk like that. I don't know why. It's just throwing me off a little bit. All right. I don't think either of those things are worth your time, to be honest. What do you mean? With like swapping to an alt is also not worth the time, or like when you say either of those things, can you define which ones you were talking about? Because we were talking about a lot of stuff there. I heart. If you have 2 hours per day, 15 to 30 minutes on Kovacs, yeah, I don't think 30 minutes is enough, or as necessary, excuse me, but to practice fast switch and tracking, yeah. If you want to more focus on one of your aim weaknesses, exactly. Agreed. That I agree with. W Orisa skin. Yeah, got a good one there. I wasn't even paying attention. I was reading chat. That is a good one. Matter of fact, we'll equip that right now. That thing is so annoyingly cute. All right. Listen, I really don't want to hate Vendetta, okay? Okay? I don't want to hate Vendetta. We'll leave it at that. Okay. Right into comp we go, boys. Give me just a sec, though. I am going to turn on the like, portion of streamer mode that adds a delay. I don't know. I've been trying to, like, thicken my skin a bit here, but I also don't like my games getting thrown, so there is that. Cool. I think we got it. Here we go. Options again. We're gonna do that. Okay, cool. I did play one tank game yesterday, by the way. See if I can get back in here. That's the leaderboard. I'm still figuring out the new menu system a bit. Played one game yesterday, played really well. 45 limbs, that's gonna be 38 per 10, and 3 deaths per 10. Really good, just really, really good gameplay. I had really good teammates as well, I will say. This guy Hidden Pants struggled for like several points, but that's because he was just shooting the Doom and giving him charge constantly. So played really well. But yeah, I think this went really well. I also gained like 40% on calibration, so we take those. By the way, for those that are wondering, I do keep the screen, like the gameplay, small on the screen until I get into the game. Pretty normal.
Select your hero.
I will select my hero. I'm still not going to be playing Domina. Still not going to be playing Domina. She's still way too overtuned. Nope, I just don't care. If they get past the stream delay at this point, I'm not going to keep like withholding the different parts of the journey from the community just because of a couple of losers. When they do snipe, and they will, I'll choose to ignore it. We're banning Jetpack Cat and choosing Jetpack Cat. That's an interesting set of dynamics. Hey, Lime Beast, respectfully, I disagree with you. My coaches are very, very good, and they've told me differently, so I'm going to trust their judgment over somebody I don't know. And it's not meant to be disrespectful, it's just straight up. Just report them. You can't really report it. Stream sniping is unfortunately not considered to be a cheating element, which is interesting, but it is not. According to terms of service, it is not cheating. Well, I should say it's not in the terms of service. So, there we go. Swap it back. Now that we're in the game, we'll keep going. Stream sniping isn't even that game breaking. Here's where I would disagree, okay? Two things. Stream sniping itself actually is not that game breaking. I will give you that. But the problem is, it's always these two Smurfs that just have way too much free time. And people think that it's a conspiracy. It's not. They've confirmed it multiple times themselves. But the thing that has happened with that is they are at least GM. They claim to be champ. I'm not sure that I see champ, but they're just good players. And they're stream sniping, which allows them to see what heroes I'm picking, come out on harder compositions to play into for me, that kind of stuff. Okay, they're down one. Okay. She wants to get active. Let's let her get active. Okay. We're away from the Rhine. Try and break shield. We can actually walk. Okay, there we go. I feel like I played that pretty patiently and decently well overall. Let's keep walking here. I'm not adding a stream delay. A lot of people have asked that as well. I'm not doing that. I'm not going to change the way that I want to stream and create and play video games for two losers on the internet. It's just not something that's going to happen. That's giving them way too much control. He's probably trying to flank behind me here. I don't want to get too far ahead. Dang. Bad bubble timing here. Okay, try and get. Okay, get life grip. Use the robot for cover. Probably need to give up a little bit of space here. Kind of stabilize a bit. Okay, the Emre stayed way too far forward. Yep, I'm gonna get pinned into a wall. That's fine. Good stuff. Good start. First game here. Actually, probably could have used that to get up top here, but that's fine. They do have Bastion. They probably have Rhine. Well, peeking way wide for that. Okay. Okay, we have Cole. Wait, I'm dead here. I tried to block, keep myself blocked from Shatter, but that was a good play. So they used Tree, Shatter. Oh, we used Sojolt too. That's unfortunate. They should have. I have to watch for their other support ult at this point because that could eat the grab, and we don't want that.
My ultimate is charging. Try harder.
That's very unfortunate. I don't know why I'm reloading here. No, that's so unfortunate. Let's see, where's Moira? I can't do anything to keep killing him. Our Bastion probably dies here. Unfortunately, where I'm at, I couldn't have done much to help him. Okay, we're gonna come back out. Take up all that charge we can. Let's move up to the next position here. We need to take an angle. Okay, now we know that's been used, so we can probably just go ahead and hold this corner here. No way, unfortunate. Good combo. Yeah, I fed. My fault. I have to start waiting out. Gosh, I keep using the wrong perk there. I don't know why I keep defaulting to that one. Should have got the knockback perk. We can just keep chasing them. We're moving the bot. Why shouldn't we peek that wide? Very fortunate I don't die there. Try and jump in front here. Okay, we probably wait till that's over. Hold the corner. Okay, just didn't want them to get life pedaled even though this was down. I don't know when he placed it, so probably not the best use of cover, but it was decent. Do I ever play dive? Not a ton, no. Isn't there an option that auto selects perks? I don't know, is there? Yeah, the elevated grab, yeah. Yeah, I'm dead if I don't. Yeah, I'm gonna have to die here. So yeah, the Bastion Rhine is definitely one of my biggest problems, and it's because I'm not waiting out the Rhine, or excuse me, the Bastion turret enough. So. Wait, some of Ash's and Ball's perks were disabled? Our Bastion's still behind them. This guy's an absolute maniac. We enable that play and it works. Great play from our Bastion. Massive play, in fact. Because I don't think you can... You can get up here without the knockback perk. Good lord. Oh, I'm cooked. Oh my gosh. They said nope. Positioning was bad there. My bad. to get snared, shattered, and then bursted down was pretty wild. Can you blame him? I'm playing Zarya. Like, I wouldn't like me either, bro. We have time. Okay, we're now down one, though. That's a problem. Bro. Guys? Okay, we got 2 minutes. No reason to peek that. Peeks it anyway. Where is he going? Probably gonna die here. Stay in the coal if we can. Alright. We might win that fight. I should not have done that. I probably should have stayed in front of the bot. That was where I threw that fight there. Position was still not great.
Going for a new personal best. Enemy forward scoring reactivated.
Problem is we're about to stagger out, I feel like, unfortunately. We got charged from it. Perfect. Now we can do something. Yeah, I think they're right. Just threw that fight for them. Okay. Go over towards the Moira orb. And there's no reason to even move the bot, I don't think. Kind of at that breaking point. Can't get up there without knockback perk. Oh, that's unfortunate. Come back around the corner. There's no way. There's no way. I wasn't paying enough attention.
They are making progress. Stop them.
Okay.
It's go time.
Play it patient. But we should win this now.
Try harder. Do not leave the robot side.
That was way too close, though. Literally, I have to give my Bastion and Moira some credit there. And our Sojourn was like stats-wise not great, but like she played reasonably well as well. I think that my positioning, like literally on multiple occasions, and like specifically just not playing around cover when I had the option. One of the things that I was recently coached on was like the wide peeking. Right, where like I'll be focused on a target and I'll get so tunnel visioned that I just move to the most optimal position to actually hit the target instead of anchoring to a piece of cover of some variety that I can still shoot that enemy, but it doesn't open me up to the rest of their team. That's all. Thanks, Upriser. I appreciate it, man. Why do you even bother mentioning how your team plays? Right there, I just complimented them, right? Right? I mean, is that a bad thing? Are we in that place in the world now where you're not allowed to compliment your team for playing well? Huh. Interesting. Okay. They're good, man. How are you, Shump? Doing okay today? Thanks, I-81. I appreciate it. Believe it or not, you don't have to use your ult on cooldown. You should use it as frequently as it makes sense to win fights. So. Drinking an Alani today. Looney, I appreciate where you're coming from, man, but we are just not gonna go here today. I appreciate you though. Okay. Yeah, no, that's just nope. Out of Peach vibes, yeah. Ah, now I'm understanding. I now know. Makes a lot more sense. Okay. Cool. Any intentions of running Doom again? So yeah, one of the goals for this year is to go full-time as a creator. And I would like to, when I do that, do a 40-hour challenge on every tank hero that I haven't really played a lot of. Murray, I'd love to hit hitting Diamond 1 and Master 5 would be great. They are an energy drink, yep. Retro Vibe Celsius are my favorite. That's fair. I love the Peach Vibe a lot. Peach Vibe from Celsius is very good. Celsius. Can't speak. Celsius is really good as well. But this one is the Pink Slush. I like this one a lot. Jetpack Cat is just one of those heroes that, like, in the current state, with the combination of how fast she moves and how small her hitbox is, it's almost impossible to kill her. Like, it is, like, you have to wait for the window of the... at least that's how it feels. Like, I'll say it that way, because, like, realistically, skill issue, right? But also, like, she does move really fast, and it seems like unless you wait until that, like, I don't really know how to articulate this well, to be perfectly honest with you. I just know that she's a very annoying hero to try and kill. A lot like Kiriko with the TP and stuff like that. So, and then the ult combinations with the infinite tether is that tether should not be infinite. It's very interesting that they've left it that way even after the hotfix. So,
not that it matters to me, but try not to hurt yourself.
I'm not gonna play Dom while she's broken because that artificially inflates my rank, and I have no interest in doing that. Okay, they do have a Doom Fist.
Pay attention.
Attack commence. Taking Scott.
I am moving the payload. Fall in the deep. Go, my friend.
Back around to cover. You get back behind cover. Okay, good. Reaper went in. I'm gonna move up with him. Okay, we're gonna come back around the corner. They're still down one. Yeah, we're just giving him infinite charge. Okay.
Bring me energy.
Yep.
Excellent.
They do have a Mei now, so we're gonna have to watch for Mei wall. I'm gonna get walled. That's okay. Not the greatest wall from the Mei here. I get the feeling this person does not know how to play Mei. Our Reaper might die here if I don't peek around this corner, go help him. Oh, I didn't realize he had Wraith. Good play from the Doom there. Okay, should have paid a bit more attention to my Mercy. Just shoot him while we're doing this. Guy's feeding. Okay, Reaper going in there.
Огонь по готовности.
Oh my gosh, that's annoying. Just the pocketing is really good there on their part. A bad grab on my part. Can't be mad at him for it. It was just good playback. Okay, what? Really? I was hoping to find her there, but let's try and help my Reaper here. We might. Probably should have bubbled my Mercy there, actually. Bad bubbles in general are gonna make this. There's a Mega back here if we just play our cards back. Our Reaper, can I help him? We forced out Doom ult. What? Golly. We need to leave. I think I'm just letting my team get walked on. This is my fault. Okay, I also keep charging Doom Punch a lot. Get Doom dead. I'm just not chasing us up. Dude, this Mei is hitting some crazy right clicks. When you have just one target you're shooting at, right clicking is actually not optimal. DPS wise. If you have multiple targets in there, there's definitely merit to that, but dang, should have bubbled there.
Огонь по готовности.
Get up here and get in this fight.
Your best is not enough.
Meteor strike.
This one.
I mean, okay, I'm just not killing enough, and I think this one's one that'll be worth reviewing. I think I'll say it that way, because like right now I'm not entirely sure. I think I'm just not bubbling the right teammates. So my charge has been decent, but it's not been enough to actually like capitalize well. Hopefully we touch the point. Okay, good. That would have sucked if we had lost the point because no one touched it. So just probably dead here. Okay, try and play cover. Let's play the outside edge here. Okay, a little sloppy, but we made it past second point. Okay. Okay, no one's pushing the point. We gotta push it. That's kind of an important thing. I don't know how I didn't bubble her, but must have hit somebody else instead. Okay.
Graviton surge is ready.
30 seconds.
This is it. Push forward.
A little late on that. That's my fault. Really don't know where this soldier or the Sombra just went.
Feeble attacks. Try harder. Make it count. My ultimate is ready.
Get punched backward here. Dude, I am just not any charge here.
Heroes never die.
Go there, fire. This one. Particle interdiction. I'm on fire. Everyone
No need, no need, no need. No way. My fault. Got punched off.
Score 2-0.
Another good play from the dupe.
Sides.
Irritating, but good. Did I charge his punch there? I might have been the one that charged his punch.
Your defenses. Select your hero.
Yeah, Zarya is not overpowered though. She's just strong. Domina is overpowered. A lot of you guys are being very hypercritical in the chat, and I really want to encourage you to realize that, like, while you're welcome to say what you want, it's a free country, but like, I'm just not, I ignore you. I just ignore you, man. So I have a coach. I'm going to continue to listen to the coach over the people that I don't know in chat. Does that make sense?
The eye will not fail. The hand will not flinch.
It's their doom.
On my way. Sorry.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Attackers incoming. Stop the payload.
Okay, got walled. We're gonna walk up to where I can get healed still. Well, that's trying to get ice walled. It's fine. It's fine. Just play cover. Okay, our so just yeah, these guys are doing really well.
I need healing. Protecting you.
Golly. Yeah, so Sombra is still just a menace. I keep trying to... Alright. Oh, dang. Thank God for the mercy just saving my cheeks there. Yeah, we need the back. We're half HP. Oh, I'm dead here. Yep. Ah, shoot. Yeah. Getting... Oh, that's a choice. So, I feel like they're... I keep doing spotter instead of... I keep choosing the wrong perk. Their Sombra is actually not their problem. That's what's crazy. Like, I keep treating her like I think I'm respecting the Sombra too much. It's actually the Mei. That's fine. We can just walk up the stairs here. Drop down. Nah, I don't want to overextend and go past the May wall when my team's back here. Okay, there's Sombra behind. Oh my gosh. I can't jump over a payload right now. Really? Really? Come on, man. You're going Mauga.
My armaments are ready. Crush their progress.
60%. That's a wild statement. That's got to be rage bait if you actually think that plat means that 60% of the player base is higher than me. So much CC, bro. Yeah, I mean, I just like I'm peeking out wide, which is my problem, but like it is really hard to play into a Mei that can slow you down and they get hacked. Yeah, we're giving them so much space, man. That's my fault. When I say we, I mean me. I'm gonna make sure I'm really clear on that before somebody rage baits the crap out of this. Okay, we have to walk. I'd love to walk. I'd love to walk back, but I literally cannot. Yeah, it's like, so platinum, once you get into diamond, you're in the top 20%, so. And I do actually believe I'm just a low diamond player, so. Yeah, they're just, I gotta hold that one corner really well here. And force her back a bit, okay.
Heroes never die.
Just keep coming. Yes, a mighty reward. Enemy.
Don't think we kill her. Wait. That's unfortunate. I'm gonna hold the corners here. Where are we at? We have one less support right now, and they have 3 minutes, so we cannot get walled off. Yep, like this. Actually big? I mean, it's a big ult. Playing Malga is just nasty. It's all good though. Stop ignoring her? Stop ignoring who?
Play of the game.
Calculated. That's 2.
Red flags, red flags. Yeah, I think that's one I'll review after I give myself a second. I like to just kind of mentally reset. I know I was a big part of the problem, if not the entire problem. FYI, I am not blaming my teams even a tiny bit. I'm just like trying to figure out specifically what I could have done better. That was like the big problem, because there's a lot of things I can do better, but it's figuring out what like one core thing would have won that game. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, they're welcome to say the same for playing Zara. And like, it's just banter, man. I don't care. I'm not actually mad about it. I'm just like, really? Yeah, it's proper banner, isn't it? By the way, Cooper's disappointed. Thanks for the prime, man. I apologize. I was a little behind on thanking you for that, bro, but I do appreciate it, man. Up to you. Up to you, Sherry. You're focusing too much on one thing and playing so robotically, and it's genuinely making you worse. Sammy, with all due respect, that's just wrong. You do need to focus on one thing at a time. And once you have pieces of the understanding of the game down that are done unconsciously, like you're just defaulting to certain things, then you move on to one thing that isn't a default mode for you, and you focus on that until it becomes default mode. There's going to be a swing when you're doing that. That's just how it works. And that, by the way, I'll tell you, it's just, I have a regular coach, and I know his credentials. I don't know everybody's in chat, so I'm going to continue to listen to them. You know what I'm saying? Damon, I have a question. It looks like you really like jumping with Zarya, which makes me wonder, how come you don't consider maining a more mobile tank? I just like Zarya. That's all. My duo's focus feeding. True. All right, guys. I'm going to step away and pee real quick. We'll come back. We'll run another game. Yeah, I have played other roles in ranked, uh-huh. Yeah, no disrespect, but that's absolutely correct, Vu. You got it right. You were saying it passively aggressively, but I think that's absolutely correct. It doesn't matter because I'm going to listen to the one coach that actually I know for a fact knows what he's doing. No offense to any of you guys, man. I don't think that's that hot of a take, by the way, either. If you're offended by that, that's more of a you problem than a me problem. Just straight up. Texting wifey real quick. Hang on. Okay. That's not I need to worry about right now. No, I don't. Yeah, I don't listen to people in my chats. Yeah, that was my wife's wedding dress. Uh-huh. The only way you get better is playing as much as you can. What's interesting is, like, that concept is what a lot of people think. And I think to a large degree, it's just a really poor understanding of how you improve. Because some people, if you're still improving just by playing the game, that means you haven't hit your skill ceiling yet. And once you hit your skill ceiling, you can be coached beyond it. That's my like perspective on it. And I just don't think that it's a correct take to think that just playing the game more will default you to a higher rank. I just don't think that's fair. Eventually that becomes true when your skill is better, but mine is not. Yes, Sammy, hey, respectfully, I just disagree with you, man. But that's okay. I appreciate you sharing your thoughts. It's like in the real world, too. For example, I'm a social worker. Would I listen to my supervisor or the supervisor of a mechanic to do my job? Yeah, and that's so... We don't know the most recent rank distribution. You think there's a skill ceiling for everyone and only coaching will get them higher than that? I think that there is a skill ceiling that every person will reach. That varies. And that outside advice, seeing perspectives, like coaching or like consuming content about the game, one of those things. What I'm saying is without any additional... Let me make sure I'm really clear on this, because that's a fair point that I could have communicated this better. When you are like grinding the game, just grinding is not going to get you to a higher rank. It's just not. Now, obviously, you need to put games in order to get higher up in the ranks. So, if you find yourself stuck, you need to have new information presented that you then try to implement into your gameplay in order to go beyond where you already have gotten to. Oh yeah, I hit my skill ceiling 100%. 100%. Mid-plat was my skill ceiling. 100%. I would say that they are naturally gifted at the game pursuit. Those that can just naturally fly through the get into champ, they are just naturally gifted at the game. That's a good thing. That's my perspective on it. I don't know if that's right or wrong, but that sure seems fair to think. Yes, absolutely. Without considering how you could play better, and you're just grinding and playing the game over and over and over, brainlessly queuing, which is what a lot of people think will work. That's the example I'm using. Yes, fair clarification. Yeah, that's why I use it. It's just why I'm out in game. What rank do I hope to achieve this season? I hope to achieve Diamond 1, Master 5. Would be great. There's not a skill naturally gifted at Overwatch. Well, all ranks and skills are earned. Okay. I think your opinion's a valid thought. I appreciate your interest in duoing, but I don't duo in general unless it's with a creator or one of my old friends. That's all. What's my goal then? What do you mean my goal? Have you ever tried aim training? I aim trained actually this morning before stream. What's up, Fiery Mars? But yeah, going back to like the rank distribution. The rank distribution indicates that once you hit diamond, you're in the top 20% of the player base, as of the last data we had, which is pretty outdated at this point, to be fair. But just going off that data, that's part of why I just don't listen to everybody in chat, because I'd have to somehow be able to vet every single person in chat to figure out whether they're part of the 20, like that people that are higher than me, which is like 15% of the player base, or they part of the like the 80% of the player base, which is way more likely. I'm shooting my Sojourn. That's a good start. How many gifted to duo? I don't, that's certainly not a precedence I want to set. That's fine. Okay, we're gonna come back out of there. No reason to peek that. Probably gonna get punched in if I'm not careful. I didn't think he'd hit that. My fault. We coalesced. We're gonna have to just die here. That was a weird call, but
Let's move.
do I have any moral reservations for playing Zarya into Junker Queen? Nope. They came out on Junker Queen. I came out on Zarya. They are welcome to swap if they feel like they need to.
Cannon online.
I think that if I, yeah, fair enough, Looney. Fair enough. But I'll answer your question just because I already read it. I would say my goal is to hit champ, but it'll take a while, and I'm cool with that.
We're going to lose the league soon. Time to put a stop to their efforts.
Thank you for punching me out of the view of the visor.
Огонь по готовности.
No way. Great ult on his part. I'm gonna die for it too. Where is he dropping?
The enemy is pushing.
Okay, I need to.
Much better.
Yeah. We should be able to stop the lead from being gotten and maybe even forward spawn.
It's go time.
The robot is ours. Let's go.
Okay. Okay, we got one. Got my tray. Big. Dang. I hear you.
Cybernetic innovation at its finest. Let us proceed. Pinpoint accuracy. Engaging enemy forces.
I'm on fire. Everyone follow me.
On your six.
They can't hurt me. Where's the test subject? Pushing the barricade. Stay sharp.
Surrender to my will.
You're covered. Use healing. We cannot allow them to.
Yeah, we just die on point.
I am back. Time to crush. Enemy over there.
Let shadow consume you.
Imagine being backseat gamed every time you play. I don't have to imagine. I can actually just tell you exactly how it feels. It's kind of ridiculous. Okay, their tracer is just having it. Nope. That's fine.
It's go time.
I am dead, aren't I? Shoot.
Let's shove it.
With respect, Helfer, as much as I appreciate your first time chat, I'm just gonna focus
Them.
on what I was coached to work on.
My ultimate is ready. Barrier in place. Огонь по готовности. I'm on fire. This one. Double team kill.
Enemy board score.
Yeah, I know you did, Deaton. You're good.
Enemy in sight.
Receive
A champion's reward.
Some people just cannot take no for an answer, man.
forward spawned active. Eyes open.
We can probably get out.
Neutralized.
Forward spawn.
Can't help you again though.
It's go time. Possession. You're done. Big stunner left. Cybernetics regulated.
Egg-shaped Reese's are the better ones for sure, chat. Zero hesitation. Oh, Soch.
I feel the burn.
Come on, man. Get out of there. What are you doing?
We need to take back the robot. Here.
Surrender to my will.
Over there. Frustrated? Good. Use it. Barrier in place. Let me keep Огонь по готовности. Fire. I will lead us to victory.
Deny the charge and then move on.
Give them hell.
Your gameplay is rage bait? Okay. I'm glad it's working for you, man. Okay, we have a really good early pick. Try. Oh no, that's a big kill. I'm dead. Moira, please, I'm begging, stay close. Because we don't want it. We have 20 seconds here. I can't. Tracer is sitting behind a corner. Hopefully just waiting for touch. Nope. We lose the game now. I got a bad feeling we're gonna... Yeah, we lose that. My fault.
It's go time.
By the way, I'm not blaming the Tracer. I want to make sure I'm really clear on that. The Tracer was just standing on the side and I noticed it. It is my fault. There were so many things I could have done better. My charge wasn't as high as I'd like it to be, which tells me my bubbles weren't as good as they should have been. Can I even get there? We might be able to win this. We just have to win one more fight, technically. Nope. Yep. Yeah, well. I tried, man. I didn't play well.
Play of the game.
And you thought I was rusty.
Yeah, so you can only copyright strike stuff that is just blatantly like reposted. So don't worry about that. And they are who they are. They're ultimately they're just bringing more people over here, so it's okay. Yeah, exactly. They're gonna end up continuing to talk Uprisor. I agree with what Coral is saying there. I just have to choose to ignore it. Yeah, for sure, Plays. Thank you, man. Appreciate it. We get a rank check. Here's the thing. What's funny is like most of them won't tell you their honest rank. They'll give you their peak from like season 4. That's part of why I don't even think that's gonna work. What book am I currently reading? It's called Atomic Habits by James Clear. I'm kind of stalled out the last couple days, but I'm about 30% through it at this point. When I get back to work today, I should be able to get some more reading in. At least that one was clever, right, Dean? Yeah, Dean. Yeah, you did. Man, that's crazy. So, I know my stuff. Is VC not working? No, I just don't use it. Yeah, man. Vu, all you've done here is just continue to spam my chat after I've asked you respectfully multiple times that you need to knock it off. So, it's fine. You don't need to be here, man. I hope you find a stream you enjoy watching. If you want to watch high rank gameplay, go watch high rank gameplay. It exists. I just started playing tank and got to plat in 2 days with Diva. Yeah, Diva is very strong right now. I feel like she's so easy and broken, I don't even need to use my brain. Yeah, she can definitely be that way. We go again. By the way, we're on till 10:30 today. We are on till 10:30 today, so that would be about an hour from now. Hey, what's up, Hottie? Appreciate you, bro. Games are good. Games are good. I'm I'm a little washed, and that's fine. It's like the Tuesdays always kind of are a little rough on my brain because I'm trying to get back to like back in the rhythms. So do you think a lot of the hate you get at this point is because your goals just seem unrealistic? Yeah, I absolutely think that. I just don't care.
Select a map.
My peak last season was, I think, D2 last season. Was it D2? Or was that the season before? I think it was last season. We can look, though. I honestly don't remember for sure. What's my streaming schedule at the moment? Tuesday through Saturday, 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. Central. I just tanked today. What servers do I play on? Yeah, no, of course I don't play on the Middle East servers. I live in the U.S. That'd be quite wild. Yep, we banned Vendetta, Domina, Jetpack Cat. Move on. Here for the Vibes is a hilarious name, by the way. Shave looking clean, not clean. I appreciate it, bro. Oddly enough, I haven't shaved in 2 days. I just keep getting up really late. Just very dismissive. So, when you guys say that I'm dismissive, let me ask you. Do you think that I'm dismissive of the chat advice? Is that what you're saying I'm dismissive of? Or is there something else you see me as dismissive towards? I'm very open to criticism here. I'm curious to see what you guys see, because if it's just the chat advice, I've already explained at least a half dozen times this stream why I don't take chat advice. And I think that's actually pretty reasonable. Yeah, if Zarya and Sigma get banned, I do play Diva. It's just rare, especially now. I can never play Zarya. I feel like she has to rely too much on her team. Oh, not at all. No. Nope, not at all. Zarya has so much carry potential, Assassin. And there's so many people that have proven it. I'm just not one of them. That didn't look like a Celsius. That's true. Saying something and doing something are leagues apart. What do you mean? Like saying that I'm going to pursue a goal and doing it? Is that what you're saying? Yeah, Cooper's disappointed. We'll unpack that after this game. We'll have a good conversation about why I don't listen to chat, because I think there's a lot of you guys that are just confused, and maybe I'm not communicating it well. They have an Alari, a Genji, has no, it's not has. That's try and see if we can get a little charge there. I should have done it a little sooner, but that's okay. They're just giving us all this space for free, man. No, I really thought that was gonna hit me low key, so that was a bad bubble, but okay. So now we're gonna have to start pushing up to that top area. We're gonna need bubbles for that though, so we're gonna hold this corner for a minute. Man, I just haven't gotten a single bit of charge because my bubbles have been that bad. Okay, I got some charge now. We got a pick. Now's our opportunity to walk. Good. So I'm just kind of glancing over the chat. There does seem to be a consensus on I'm just dismissive of a lot of like the feedback, like the borderline coaching that people offer in my comments and chat sections. And I think that that's something that we can have an honest conversation about after this, because I'd be curious to hear your thoughts as to why I should be. I mean, can you guys grab that? Okay, thank you. Oop. Little bit of a negative IQ situation there. Time to walk. There we go. Cool. Okay, pointing out my mistakes and making them again. Yeah, we can have that conversation too. Remind me. I think this is a good conversation to have really briefly. Plus, like, this would be about the time I'd want to take a breather in between games anyway, so. It seems really excessive. Yeah, people swear they know so much about the game. They're almost always under GM. Yeah, well, okay. Yeah, I need to stop reading chat. I'm sorry, that's on me. I'm gonna focus completely on this game. You guys can talk amongst yourselves. Deaton, if you just keep an eye on them, make sure they don't go super wild. You know how they can be. And then I will. We'll have a good conversation about it after. Why is that Sojourn sitting still? Anybody seeing that? Do they just not have ults? I have very high charge. Let's just walk in there. Oh, thank goodness. I was like, he was so low. Very unfortunate. I think they probably win this fight. Walking it back. Oh, good shots, good shots. I probably should have held my bubble for myself, but I was worried she'd one-shot one of my teammates. In between games, I should rewatch my coaching vids. That's interesting. It's not a bad idea, actually. I really need to stop reading chat. It's like a habit. I've been creating content for like 8 years, chat, and it was, you know, for a long time I played games like 7 Days to Die, where the opportunity to read chat more often was there. So it's just really challenging for me. Unfortunate. I really thought that was going to hit me there. Pushing her past. Pushing her past. Oh, no. I pushed past. Yep. The goal was to get them out of that, but I need to respect that. So, like, one of the things that I think about in those moments that I keep screwing up pretty, like, habitually, when Juno ults, I just don't respect it, and I try and push past the radius. And unless you have a team that's going to go with you, and 90% of the time in solo queue, you're not going to, because it takes some coordination that just doesn't work. I'm not even sure it would work with that, to be honest, but I just need to start respecting the Juno ults a bit more. Yeah, there. There we go.
My ultimate is ready. Now see what I can do.
EMP activated. Do something.
Enemy in my sight.
No, our on a might die there. Try and walk in front. That's okay. Ooh, jeez. Oh, I thought my mate. Oh, I threw. I really thought the Mercy was going to stay with me. She walked out and I just wasn't paying attention. My fault.
Get the payload on its way.
Let's shove it in their faces.
Graviton surge is ready.
Can I? Nope, can't do that without the payload.
Огонь по готовности.
Get in there, Mercy. I threw a lot of those fights. I'm very fortunate that we were able to capture all three, to be honest. So you tried them for them crazy ops. I mean, I was trying. I was cooking.
Switching sides.
Roki, apparently that's a really hot take, though. Be careful.
Select your
It's just that's a scalding hot take. Do I play other FPS games? I have played Apex Legends. That's actually what I came from to Overwatch. So I really did think I was Prime MJ. That's true.
I think I can make this worth my
My
time.
favorite Christian song. That really is very vague, but I think one of my favorites that I gravitate back to is a song called "The Father's Bargain" by Wolves at the Gate. It is a metal song, so if that's not your cup of tea, be aware of that. And then I'm trying to think of another song. It's a Brandon Lake song. I can't remember the name of the song right now, though.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Attackers incoming. Stop the payload.
They're on Doom now.
Let's do this. Enemy turret ahead. Pay attention.
Mad Filler, I appreciate that. That is something I've been genuinely working on and has been really bad in the past, and I will give lots of credit to the fact that people pointed that out for a while. You're just gonna come right back to the same spot, brother. It's not tracer recall.
This one.
Yeah, I don't want to feed there. Ooh, Sombra. I was gonna try and bubble that, but it's okay. So we're down our Som. I did not think that through. I'm like, well, how did I just blow up there? Yeah, I was half of my HP or less guaranteed, and then he put a shield behind me, and I just stood in the middle of main. Whoops. Yeah, it takes you to the same spot, but it also gives you the same HP you had at that spot. So that's what I was saying, is that it's not the same. Oh, I am cooked, aren't I? Try and force them back here a bit. We're walking. How? Don't let him C9 us. Oh my. Murky is gonna die here. We need to probably... She put herself in a closed room and letting a Sigma chase. No. Okay. Mercy down. I mean, we do die here, but I feel like I played that okay. Stalled it as long as I could. Besides, I mean, like, besides that egregious standing in main with a shield behind me where I couldn't get healed, that was a problem, but...
My fuse is lit.
Yeah, it's because Zarya is just not the strongest tank anymore. She's still strong, but she's not the strongest. And that does make a difference. Okay, we got some early charge. We're gonna try and just wait for bubbles to recharge now. Okay. Half HP. That is a wild... Here, we'll just get the charge off him then. They're gonna get that. Oh, this is a problem. You're gonna grab anybody. That is a crazy... Oh no, she popped ult. We've all been there. I've had some bad ults. On this map, actually. Couple of them. I get it. I get it. My bad. Valk is a nothing burger ult anyway. Yeah, Mercy's kind of a nothing burger hero, so. Try to back out. Ooh, kind of wish I had held on to that for my Reaper, but he lives anyway, so it's fine. Not anymore, he doesn't. Okay. Try and break down his barrier. Yep, they have every ult, and I played too close. My Mercy's got the Glock out. That's exciting.
30 seconds remaining.
Reaper's trying to hold point. Love that for us. I don't know if he gets ulted until I get here, but... do we touch? I don't think we do. I think we just reset next fight. Yeah, because I don't even know that I would have made that, to be perfectly honest. I have another bubble. He's getting healed, so we're gonna walk back down and under. Oh crap, we have a lever. That's unfortunate. We're gonna come back around here a bit. Need to stabilize for a minute. Winnable. Yep, that was good. Damage boosted in Nanode. We can still win this. Very unfortunate that we have a lever, but he'll be the only one losing SR in our team.
Disappointing.
My ultimate graviton surge is ready. Огонь по готовности. Do something.
No. Okay, they're gonna hit with OT though. I feel like that that grab was a good idea, but it just had no follow-up.
Going for a new
And myself included, by the way. I'm not blaming my team there. I'm just saying it doesn't have follow-up. Reaper dies, so we have no DPS this fight. They have Soldier on a really good position right now.
protecting you.
Yeah, they're all the way over there. I may actually need to switch sides so I can get healing. Might be able to win this. Man. Oh, we get a lever and now we have to go into rounds 3 and 4. That sucks. Hopefully we don't have somebody else leave. This is so winnable. A 3v5 I'm not fighting, but 4v5, you know. I'm not sticking around for a 3v5. That sucks. We had a very winnable game. If that guy hadn't left, I think we actually would have won it. Are the servers still having issues? Does anybody know? It was a super winnable game, but that's okay. Not a big deal. The thing is, like, despite losing that game and probably pushing closer to Plat 2 right now, I know I can say, like, that game, while I made a couple of pretty egregious positioning mistakes that I called out in the moment, that it was still an improvement. You were fine yesterday? What was yesterday? Monday? Yeah, and that was post them restarting the servers. So that just was genuinely someone leaving. And I know they get a penalty for it anyway. I've always wondered, should you be reporting people who leave games? Because they get a penalty when they leave a game. Right? But, like, if they do that a lot, well, and I guess, you know, they continue to get worse penalties as they keep leaving. So, I don't know. Thoughts? I think that I should, but I don't know. I mean, it is a reportable thing. Like, is it gameplay sabotage? Yeah, AFK is technically what it is. You know what I mean? You don't know if it's a DC. No, you're absolutely right. Devs have said that's not reportable. And that's honestly, like, that makes sense logically, right? Because they're already punishing them by default, you know? Yeah, Caleb, I get that, but also, like, honest individuals, right? Like, I actually had I had a DC, and of course this was during, like, peak server issues, but I had a DC. I left a 6v6 game the day before because it went on for almost 30 minutes, and I'm like, okay, I've got things I was supposed to do. The spotlight was about to happen, so I apologized and left the game. It's the first time I've ever just intentionally left the game. But then the second follow-up to that was there were actually just server issues. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's why a lot of people I think that's why a lot of, like, folks would say it makes more sense to not report it because there's already a default punishment system that is tiered. So as they continue, it gets worse. You know what I'm saying? So. Yeah, and Caleb, I think there's a valid argument for that. VOD review, we will VOD review that game. Not that game. We won't VOD. I think that one was actually a reasonable game. I want to review the one, I think, right before it. We'll look at that in a minute. But before we do that, I think there's a really healthy conversation to have really quick. I'm going to go back through chat a little bit on Twitch, especially because you guys are having a decent conversation about something that a lot of you are passionate about. Whether I agree with you or not doesn't matter right now, okay? So the original question was, do you think a lot of the hate you get at this point is because your goals just seem unrealistic? Why not just have the goal be GM and not champ ultimately? I think that GM and champ, like there's a huge difference between the two, obviously, but there's baby steps, right? I'm in plat diamond right now, right? Obviously my next step is masters. Obviously the next step is GM. Obviously the next step is champ, because my goal is to be in the top 0.01%. And I believe that's achievable, but I've got to actually focus, and that's the difference. So I do want to acknowledge that right off the bat. But then the bigger conversation that sparked from it was that there's this thought process that it's my attitude towards the goal. And kind of scrolling through here, I'm just scanning. So if I miss anybody's message that you think was important, please do feel free to resend it. I do think he makes a good point, or a point only listening to coaches, but sometimes an outside perspective can be helpful. All because someone isn't a high rank doesn't mean they can't give good advice. Here's my counter argument to that. I agree with the premise, right? Because you look at someone like Spylo, right? Who obviously almost no one disputes the fact he has an incredible understanding of the game, is an incredible coach, but dude doesn't go above masters as far as I'm aware. He peaked GM, and that's good. He was good with that because he's not worried about grinding the game. He knows that he is good at the game and understanding it. So there is merit in that last half. But here's the problem, right? How do I then vet what is good advice in a chat scenario, right? Or comment sections? That's what I would counter argue to a lot of you that aren't seeming to get this. How am I supposed to vet the validity of all of the things? Because the other thing is, it's not like the chat has had a same consensus, right? I've seen that before where like I'll look at my chat. It's very rare, but a group of people, like a lot of people, within a few seconds of each other will actually agree on something, and then I go, okay, there might actually be merit to that, because if there's like 7 or 8 people all saying the same thing, then maybe there's some validity to it. But when everybody, like today we saw you're playing too aggressive, I also saw you're playing too passive, and like which one am I supposed to listen to, right? And it's like there's no way to know, where it is, right? Just reading through here. I do take a lot of flack. Yep. It's part of being a creator. You just have to whirl. Missed that one. Go ahead and give you a nice little ban there. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I Heart Love Tap talked about Spylo a little bit later. I'm way back right now, guys. I'm sorry. Give me just a minute to get caught up. I'm not saying to take everyone's advice or the advice as a whole, but some people make good points, and all because they are in chat, that means they shouldn't be dismissed. You don't have to take all of it. But yeah, again, coming back to how do I vet it? I don't think you can, not realistically. But I'm open to seeing if you guys have an idea that I just hadn't considered. Oh no, James, that the South Park episode on Christian music would probably be hilarious. I've not seen it. Gameplay aside, I will repeat this because I really appreciated this compliment. It meant a lot to me, Mad Filler, and a couple of you agreed with it. Gameplay aside, I think Gaming for Hope has had a way better mentality lately and more positive mindset, which is nice to see. I appreciate it. I've been working on it. And I can explain very briefly. What I did was I removed the ability for me to see the comments on my phone. I turned off notifications. I logged out of the Gaming for Hope accounts. So I control the windows where I see the comments. And I think that was wearing on me more than I would like to admit, because for a while I was able to reply to every comment. I can't do that now. It's just not possible. And that's it. That's it. Competitive games are not for the mentally weak. Okay, that's a separate thing. Yeah, oh no, that's very true. Yeah. As far as like the slurs and stuff. I never thought it was mentally difficult till I started playing Elden Ring. It's crazy that you compared it to Elden Ring, because Elden Ring's pretty tough. You guys talked about what changed in Zarya. 95% of Mercy players are only good as the person they're pocketing. I think that's 100% of people that play Mercy, because you are constricted to who they are pocketing. That's it. No, and by the way, on that grab, I think that they also, I believe the Sig shielded it off from their angle, so they were just stuck shooting a shield. I could have waited and broke Sig shield and then grabbed. It probably would have gone a little better. Yeah, actually, Brender Boy said that, basically. With Overwatch updates, I feel like there's still hope. Hope for gaming and praise the Lord. We have our shepherd. That's a little wild. To be fair, I think they were all main and being shot at. Yeah. Yep, good. Yep, unlucky game for sure. Talking about reporting. Whoa, it just skipped way down. Will the beard make a return when my health is better? Yes. When you have genius level intellect, I don't know if that's correct, but I appreciate the kindness. You banned someone and told them that if they want to watch high elo gameplay, they should watch high elo gameplay, but you're trying to reach high elo, and I think that they were trying to help you get there as well. That individual that I banned, I will stand on, because that individual I had asked to speak more respectfully, and they just hadn't. This is the value, and this is something I talk about a lot. Criticism versus constructive criticism. Those are two very different things. That's it. I don't think there's... I think that a lot of people could learn that. If you're trying to be in the top 0.01%, how come you only play 2 tanks? You should be able to play any character in the game. I'm going to be honest with you. There's a very 50-50 split in the community as far as counter swapping, being able to play all the heroes versus being able to specialize in a couple. But I will say that my defense to this is twofold. I have been coached by people and continue to be coached by people that say that maining a couple of heroes is better for your first start. And then once you get the fundamentals of your role down, you can expand into other heroes. I agree with that mindset. The mentality makes sense to me. The other part of it is when you look at the like OWCS players, they have a main hero pool of 3 tanks. That is typically how it goes. So it's not hate. I just don't think it's achievable for someone who plateaued and plat and needs coaching to be top 0.1%. Plenty of streamers just trying to achieve without setting these crazy goals would just attract hate. That's okay. I appreciate that you do disagree. You're welcome to. Yep, I agree with what Perplex said. Every champion player was plat at a moment. Now, granted, to Pumpernickel's point, I will say they probably weren't plat for as long as I am. And that's a fair thing to say. Don't have to be a chef to give good food advice, but if a chef tells me to do something differently than people who are not a chef on food advice, I'm going to listen to the chef. I know that sounds wild, but I think that's pretty reasonable. I'm not saying you have to listen to it all, but I do think that if you stop and think about the scenario you're in, you can put 2 and 2 together. You can be like, oh, maybe I could play more aggressive, etc. Here's the thing. The other part of it is I would have to be reading chat, playing the game, trying to take chat's advice, implement it in game. It would be almost like live coaching, but worse. So respectfully, it still doesn't make sense. Yeah, Pumpernickel actually said what I said eventually. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, for sure, Caleb, for sure. On the comment stuff. Slightly different comment. So, I Heart Love Tap, who is in my chat quite frequently, said, I will say I've offered criticism in your YouTube comments, and getting the YouTube auto reply felt pretty dismissive, but I also don't expect every comment to get your full attention. Yeah, and that's something that I'm still working on the balance of, like, do I just not reply at all, or do I auto reply? Or do I reply with detail? There's kind of 3 tiers to it. I'm still figuring that out. So, fair criticism. Most champ players play like 6 to 8 hours a day. That is also a good point. It's kind of my point. Not everyone can reach champ, and setting that as a goal rather than just climbing as high as possible is just attracted more hate than necessary. Here's my thing. Too many people shy away from astronomical goals these days. Especially my generation and younger. We would all rather just... I part of what I do for work, I get to have conversations with lots of different people. And the amount of people that are doing something that is just deeply unfulfilling for them is insanely sad. It's insanely sad. And they won't reach for the stars because they've been told by people that their whole life that they can't. And I really want to prove that you can. That's it. I will be queuing another game, yes. Yeah, exactly. They're welcome to bring the negativity. I like what Caleb said there. That's his personal goal, and the people bringing hate and negativity is their own free will response. And it just, by the way, says how deeply unfulfilled they are personally. If they had fulfillment in their lives, they wouldn't be wasting their time. They'd scroll like 90% of people do. If they don't like my content, 90% of people just scroll on. But if you take the time to leave hate comments, it is way more likely that you are deeply unfulfilled. It says way more about them than it does me. It just does. And that's not really like me trying to flex or anything. It's really just, it's the reality of hate. I think that a lot of people in your chat are chat criticizing you mean well. They just aren't conveying it in a respectful way. Exactly. Oh, I completely agree with you, Corridal. And I think you and even I ran into a situation like that recently, like directly with you. I don't remember for sure. I just remember we banned you and realized it was wrong and unbanned you, right? But when I ask someone directly, hey, share your advice more respectfully, and they don't even attempt to, I don't see them. I don't see it as a net positive to leave them in my chat. But why would a goal be hated? It's his goal, and if it's very hard, almost impossible to, it's still a goal. Yeah, for sure. I think the 3 main pool of heroes works better with a consistent team, knowing who you will be paired with. Yeah, sure. It's also rude to tell a chef how to mix their dish. Exactly. What's the one thing you're working on right now? Today, it's just positioning, and that's why I've pointed it out when I've made mistakes. Listen, I think you got this. I was hard stuck in Valorant for 2 years in Diamond. I've been rating it for a whole year now, which is top 100. Just have to learn without tilting. You got this. I appreciate it. Mindset's everything. The way I've climbed is just from listening to advice, taking it with a grain of salt instead of a literal point. I am a longtime Instagram fan. You are getting better, but I do think that sometimes you can be really locked into the I have to listen to my coach and no one else, but I think you're smart enough and have enough game sense to figure out. I appreciate the compliment as far as like the intellect level, but I'm going to continue to listen to my coach. That's just not something that I'm willing to change on, and I've already explained many times why I believe that is the right way to go. For me personally, I would prefer you don't reply at all if you're going to use the auto reply. I respect that. Good criticism. I would respond way less. The response are what bring in the trolls that clown you. What do you mean respond? Respond to what? Are you talking like right now? Because I think this is actually a reasonable conversation. Most champ players are content creators who do it for a living or as a side job, to be honest. Definitely seen some random people hit champ, but yeah, it's commitment for sure. What will you do if the game at OWCS dies before you can reach GM or a high level? I doubt that the game will die before that point. I'm not chasing the OWCS anymore. Some people don't know that, but blaming you for someone being negative in your community is insane mental gymnastics. I agree. Yeah. What IEMs are these? I think they're the Shure S, like, I don't know, 215s, something like that. I used to hate watch you, but watching grow has been quite enjoyable, so I just sit around and watch. I appreciate that, Matt, for real. It's fair enough. I don't mean any hate with it. No, I didn't see it at all. You were being very constructive with your criticism. Again, so many people don't think I'm willing to take criticism, but there is a fine line between a constructive comment and a complete just being a critical prick. There's two very different things, right? You have not been that. You have been critical in a healthy way. I hope you're an anomaly in this. To me, it just seems delusional, but I'm not trying to change your view. No, I appreciate it. You're just sharing information. Plutonia, I think that's actually a very good point as well. Backseat gaming is the worst. Constructive criticism is fine, but he doesn't have to listen to any of y'all. Sometimes it may come out a little hostile. From me, yeah, that's fair. No, the comments and posts. Yeah, no, I honestly try to ignore them for the most part. Like, I see that is what spawns the most trolls. Like when you make shorts or replying to comments on videos. Yeah, for sure. I think hardest part in games like Overwatch are so hard to teach because it's never linear. Yeah, exactly. It's not a if this then that every single time. There's too many nuances. Chat, I have to be the biggest hate watcher that David has, but I'm still here trying to help him and supporting him. Am I a new genre of viewer? Yes. No, we're gonna play another one. We got another half hour still. I haven't, Emmett. No. To be clear, shorts directly talking about a comment or some form of hate don't mean not respond at all. Yeah, I get what you're saying. The last coach you used in a VOD was perfect. I loved his approach. Yeah, he did a great job. I will say, Chris did a good job. You're too passive when your team is taking the hits. You're too aggressive when you're the only one taking hits. Yeah, I appreciate your thoughts. Loki, I only really got to GM because I aim trained so much it carries me to my high rank in any game. I respect that. Mechanics can definitely carry you to a very large degree. No denying that from me. 100%. Okay, so before we get back into the game, I'm gonna go pee. So give me just a second, and we're gonna get at least one more game in, okay? Krez XO, thanks so much for the Prime, man. I appreciate that a lot. If you have a question, fire away, by the way. Yeah, I actually think that's totally fair. Wait, hello? I hit the wrong button. No, don't exit the desktop. Wrong buttons. Wrong buttons, chat. What is it? We're definitely... Oh, we're 3% to Platinum 1. Okay, good deal. What do I think of the new heroes? I think they shouldn't have been released into comp. That's my biggest criticism. Other than that, I think that they were... I think they were great designs. I think they're really cool. I think that a lot of them are overtuned, which is normal. But yeah, what's not normal is releasing them all into comp without any kind of a play test. I think that was a very bad decision. So that is just my opinion, though. So take it for what it's worth. You don't think your Prime showed? Well, hey, thank you for your Prime, bro. I'll just thank you anyway. I appreciate it, my guy. The life of a streamer, dealing with thousands of nerds for hours at a time. I couldn't do it, honestly. I'd curse everyone out. Here's the thing. I can't curse people out. I cannot curse those out to which I have a heart for. A lot of gamers are deeply unfulfilled, just going to work or school, coming home, playing video games for hours on end, rinse and repeat. They haven't found anything that fulfills them. They haven't found anything that they can pursue in life that gives them any sort of sense of accomplishment. And they desperately seek that in a video game. And some people can turn that into something. But others, it's just a thing. You're not going to actually put the right focus and energy into it, right? A lot of people have criticized me for that, which is totally fair. I can see why it looks that way. But I just think that that's a lot of it. So I'm not going to be rude to those that I have a heart for. I just can't. What's the glove for? I have a glass mouse pad. Use secondary fire to finish kills. I probably could do that more.
Select hero bands.
Yeah, I think that's all it is. I think they just needed to wait like another, I think what they've done in the past, I'm fairly certain, is wait 2 weeks. Fairly certain they've waited 2 weeks in the past. And that's my criticism. I wish they would do that. It's interesting. It's your first time chat. Not sure what you mean. Oh, you were the one that I banned over on YouTube, right? You were giving very negative criticism, man. It was not constructive whatsoever. Emmett, by the way, thank you so much for the Prime, man. I appreciate it. There is a difference between criticism and constructive criticism. I said it a bit, so you need to get a grip and realize that you were not being constructive whatsoever. Yeah, that's awesome. And by the way, that's what I'm saying. Like, some people, BB is the man, by the way. That is absolutely what I'm saying. Some people will actually be able to make something from it. You are one of those people. Good for you. No shame in that. Just wait 2 weeks. Yeah, that's what I think too. Yeah, Domina is very, very, very strong. Yeah.
Once a day, just after my steak dinner.
Yeah, maybe do 1 week then. Instead of 2. Noxid Prod, would you copy your message and paste it after this game? We'll have a chat about that after. I think there's a really good conversation to have there, but I can't do it and play the game at the same time. I am just not capable of that much multitasking. Oh crap, I need to get clips. I haven't been getting clips all day long. Whoops! Okay, so they have a Wu Yang. Okay, we are not going there. Oh, they're gonna... Okay, yeah, you don't want to stand in a room like that and fight a Reinhardt. Okay, we're down a... Try and help him out. Unfortunate. Let's see if we'll let him... Okay, so we don't really have anything to be super afraid of, with the exception of Venture, like, digging into me. Pause. Uh-oh. Okay, we got one pick. Okay. Okay, we're gonna have a problem here. Why are we still up here? I thought they came down, but that's my fault for not looking. I actually am wondering why they're still up there. That was a weird thing to do. Okay, we got an early pick. Let's hope we don't get early picked as well. Oh no, the Zen. Oh, Zen won the 1v1. We're actually good. We should be able to just take the point here. This is... They went Winton, that's fine. Cap the rest of the point. Not worried about the Winton. Is he up there still? Didn't hear him jump, but he probably did. Yeah, he did. Gonna jump up top here. Let's see if we can just try and... Okay. Okay, I have a bubble. Okay, we cut off the supports from the Winston and he can't do much. How? Is she not dead? Hello? Holy cow. I think that the Venture got pocketed by the Wu Yang there. I just realized in like thinking back. The fact that huh? Great play, great play, great play. Zen. That was a great combo there. Try and get out of LOS here if we can. Get restored. Are we gonna use Transcendence at some point, or? Yeah, we don't win this fight. I threw my ult. My fault. Our soldier's doing really well. I just don't know him.
Score 0-1.
Throwing tomatoes all over my monitor right now. For what?
Will it rain? I should have packed a wetsuit.
The eye will not fail. The hand will not flinch.
ZLDN, what are we getting triggered over?
3, 2, 1. Round 2. Capture the objective.
Oh, bunk.
I'm not
Okay, soldier getting some good positioning there.
around.
They went sim. Okay, they're down. They're one support already. Okay, they're down. They're sim. Oh, you're gonna have to take some deep breaths. People make mistakes. It's not that big of a deal when that happens, man. Notice you're the only one freaking out about it. We are down. I can't stay here. Okay. ZLDN, you're welcome to take offense. People get offended. What's wild is nothing will happen when you get offended. It's gonna blow your mind, I know, but like, what happens? You get offended. That's just life, man. Oh, Zen. Oh, Zen. Wow, they used a lot of ultimates there. Holy cow. There is a difference between not caring and not trying. Yeah, absolutely. I agree.
Particle cannon online.
Oh, you're talking about balance there. That's okay. No, I'm not gonna make an apology for making a mistake. Good lord. If you guys are offended about it, you can be offended. That's on you. Your choice to be offended or to move on with your life.
Огонь по готовности.
Probably dead there. Yep, rolled out, and now we have to back up and reset here.
Need healing.
She still got ult. Guys, let's not stay fixated on this. We just aren't going to go here today, alright? If I apologize for everything I ever did that offends people, I would never stop because it's just part of life, man. You're going to get offended sometimes.
Give me a challenge.
Please group up. My ultimate is ready. Each day. That is each day. Each day. That is too much water for me.
Let's see if we can...
Well done,
They're going to ult that. Okay, Venture gone. can't. No way. Yeah, they just... We just don't kill anything, unfortunate.
Engaged. Soldier 76.
Man, that's so crazy.
Play of the game.
Thank you, Dean. I appreciate you trying to calm him down. No wonder it was so free as wild. They're right, though. I did. I made it way too easy on him. Think I was reading chat. I almost like just need to close chat. But have you ever considered that all the coaching, criticism, VOD reviews are actually tripping you up in the end? I feel like most people, including me, are able to progress through the ranks in Overwatch simply by playing and learning. But you just said it there yourself. How do you learn without having additional information input? Have you considered that all the extra coaching and stuff is actually causing you to overthink gameplay instead of enjoying progressing simultaneously? No. Well, yes, I've considered it. No is the conclusion. Good question, though. Excuse me. Crit, that's it. That's exactly why I don't do it. There's times where I think about just like minimizing it in games and like putting something on the screen that just says, I am not reading chat. The game info of Overwatch. That is correct.
Vote for your map.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, anything but potty, so. Yikes. I don't know if I can say that one out loud, but thanks so much for the prime. I appreciate it.
Select your hero.
Novachi, yeah, fair enough.
Choose heroes to ban.
Oh, okay. Well, so we're gonna ban Vendetta Domina for sure. You guys want a Widow ban? Sure, I'll jump on a Widow ban. I'm good with that. Yeah, wild username, isn't it? That's what I was saying, Dean. I'm like, if I say that out loud, I'm getting canceled. Win-loss is a little rough. I think if we win this one, I'm fairly certain we'll be barely positive. Go Winston? Nah, I don't play Winston enough to justify that. Yo, happy birthday, man. Yeah, where is it? Corp something. I think I saw it, but I've been trying to keep up with some of the chat. We were having like a conducive conversation. What was going on, man? It wasn't personal. I do hope you have a good birthday, man. And that you end up doing something fun that gives you some joy today, bro.
Keep in sight. I have us in and out in no time. We're doing this my way.
Okay. I got to get clips this game, but I also need to actually focus on the game. So I will not be reading chat nearly as much. I'm committing to that in my brain and out loud so that hopefully by saying it, I'll actually do it. Okay, they do have a Reinhardt. I haven't played a whole bunch of the new Watchpoint either, so... I'm not gonna fall for that bait. Clear height.
Good
I just saw his snare ability get used.
Gathering energy.
I can fix that.
Maximum charge.
That Moira could die. But I'm gonna die instead. Tried to do it in the right timing, but that's okay.
Без труда не видишь рыб.
Okay. We just need to take the height here. Push them off the high ground. Try and force this angle here.
Be alert. Огонь по готовности. Get in there. No one can stop me. Never die. Get in there, bomb. Particle interdiction.
Good. Oh. We're gonna just hold underneath here.
Pushing the payload. On me.
Okay, they do have a Zen.
I've got you in my sights.
Yeah, you're just dead. Just accidentally spam bubble. We're gonna try and get up here. Where does this go? Down? Okay. Yep, just reset that fight there. I messed it up. Double bubble, 0 charge. My fault.
Enemy.
Behind you.
Watch here. Much better. Particle interdiction. Enemy in sight. Eyes on target. Barrier in place. Hey, the payload is moving with me. On those spots.
Hold cover. Golly.
Does anyone care about moving the payload?
They can't hurt you.
Oh no.
Moving the payload. Let's go. Cheers. I feel the burn. Need healing.
Bro. Bro. Am I dense? Like what? Am I just... What is happening right now? I feel like I'm just not getting any healing.
They have us outnumbered.
Particle.
Like, am I dumb? I might be dumb on that one.
Over here. Over here.
60 seconds.
Okay, because we need to clear height.
Payload's just sitting there. Get it moving.
Okay, what? Hello? Okay.
Огонь по готовности.
Yes, a mighty reward.
Why are they all sitting back there?
I need help.
Heroes never Hail the Mahal!
This one.
Golly. Okay.
10 seconds.
Quit dawdling and get a move on.
He's got shatter. I mean, we just aren't going. I don't understand.
Pass into the iris.
Tracer here.
Score 1-0. Switching sides. Time to crack. Prepare your defenses. Select your hero.
At first point's definitely holdable. I'm just trying to figure out the thought process that keeps happening. Yeah, maybe looking at my team is actually what I'm trying to get at, is that I'm just not aware of where they're going, which is on me. I have every opportunity to fix that. I just need to fix it. That's all. No, I don't use comms anymore. I've had enough people that jump in and start screaming slurs to try and get me banned on my streaming accounts that I can't do it anymore. Much as I wish that I could, I can't. Yes, we are going to ignore it, because if I respond to it and say I'm sorry I don't, it becomes this whole thing. Yeah, see what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? If I join VC, it just gets... Yeah, they're... Yeah, they're watching stream. Yeah, guys, I know better. See what I'm saying? When I'm off stream, I do join voice. Yep. Because I don't have anything to be afraid of. They can say what they want. Words are words, but they can literally get me banned on my streaming accounts if they say something stupid. And text chat's censored, so I have the chance to combat it a bit. Okay. We're just still standing there. Okay, we got a pick. I'm gonna actually just stand on the point and kind of anchor it in. It's okay. Okay, he's dead. Good. I probably waited a little too long to make that play, but that's okay. Good. Enable our Genji to go in there. Maybe get another pick. Nice. Hopefully he'll come back now. He's not. We're going to try and enable that a bit. Okay. Yeah, I'm not going to hard comm to people that I don't know are listening. It's just not. It's not a thing. Respectfully. That's all. I appreciate the idea, though. Okay. Okay, we're going up. Okay, I guess I'll go up with him. I should have done that sooner. Again, like I'm aware of it, but I'm not changing anything. Okay. He just blew up? Yeah, I did. I missed quite a few of the animated shorts, actually, like Bastions, Junker Queen, Sojourn. But I didn't want to make the video like 4 hours long, so I had to try and figure out where the cutoff was. I probably didn't do the cutoff quite properly, though, to be honest. It was something I was thinking about quite a bit. Oh, boy. Can we walk underneath? Yep. Unfortunate. I'm getting rezzed, maybe. Oh, res gets canceled. That's okay. Our Genji probably dies here. Yep. Yep. This is where it starts falling over. My fault. Shouldn't have died there. Go, 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 go. No, no, no. No, you're out. Okay, but you're dead, though. We're just gonna... Yeah, we just stall point. I thought that was gonna go a little differently in my mind. It's okay.
is half avoided.
Yeah, that's not true, and it's proven by the chat that we just saw a second ago, man. It's just ignorant. People are truly ignorant to think that I don't get any kind of hate that's worth staying out of voice chat for. Okay, Genji, turn around. There's a literal nano soldier right behind you that's getting infinite value. Oh my gosh, I really thought we were just gonna do that, but I should have walked back into the plane. I should have walked back in the plane. I didn't have to die there. I stood in his literal visor nano. My fault. I'm just saying I don't know why we left the visor, like nano visor. Oh, he's cooked. Unless we... Yep, I thought he was going to take a good angle. My fault. Okay, I have a grab here. I tried, bro. Tried. I threw, in fairness, but I did try. Not try to throw, to be clear, but... I made a couple of really bad decisions, like just choosing to stay places that I shouldn't have. Our Ana's probably cooked. Okay, our Ana is cooked. Can I help? Get their passive healing working a little bit better. He might be... That was a big ante. I have to back up here. I don't get a choice. If I stay, I die. We can try and do a last second touch. I tried, man. I tried. He dies for that, probably. Yep. No. I forgot the arrangement of the heroes now. I don't know why I thought that was where Wrecking Ball was going to be. What the lag? I don't have a bubble for you. No, I threw. Maybe we get a res. Maybe we touch the point.
Play of the game.
Nah, our Mercy that was flying near the point couldn't have touched you, right?
Activating Cypher.
That's true. That's true, Austin. That's true. By the way, thank you for the tier 1, Daniel and Austin, or Tiger Ace Ray, as you guys know him, coming in with a 45 months, brother. I appreciate that a lot, man. Dude, those last few games just sucked. They did. I didn't play well, and there were several mistakes that I could have fixed, specifically when it came to positioning. I found myself standing in the open way too much just to try and take space. So I'm still working on that balance of like, okay, take the space, but use a cooldown or have a cooldown or health or support, like have something to do that, you know? So they would have died immediately anyway. Not necessarily, especially because I don't know if our Mercy had res opportunity there, but like doing nothing was not the right choice. That's my point. You could at least try, you know. At least you try. I'm not gonna. It's not a reportable thing. I was just like, we could just try, you know. Yeah, no, that's true. Trying to go high ground would have been a better choice for sure. I'm not gonna argue with you on that for sure. That's actually a fair point. Anyway, well, listen, guys, I got to get out of here. I've got other obligations in my day. I hope I actually got enough clips. I guess I'll have to see, because if I didn't, I might. Well, no, I've got some on my. No, I'm good. I don't need any more clips. We've got some from yesterday's game, worst case. No, some that I didn't use because I had too many. It was a really good game. Anyway, I appreciate you guys watching, for real. Thank you. Today was a little bit rough. I definitely had a little bit of a mental slip there, because I can't stand when people don't listen to what I'm saying and they only want to hear certain words. The attention span in today's day and age is really getting quite alarming. So, alarmingly low, to be clear. So, anyway, I'll catch you guys tomorrow morning, 8 a.m. Central. Until then, this is Gaming for Hope. I'm signing off.